Your local grocery store has only 3 days of food. When disaster strikes, those shelves empty in hours. What happens to your family then? In the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly how to build a 14-day emergency food supply that could save your family's life, why the old 3-day rule is dangerously outdated, and the specific foods that meet all 5 critical survival criteria. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete shopping list and storage strategy that puts you ahead of 95% of the population. Welcome to Financial Area, where we help you build real security for your future. If this content helps you protect what matters most, smash that like button and subscribe for more practical financial and preparedness strategies. Let me paint you a picture of reality that most people never think about. Right now, as you're watching this video, your local grocery store is operating on what's called a just-in-time inventory system. This means they only keep about 3 days worth of food on their shelves at any given moment. That's it, 3 days. Now here's where it gets terrifying. When disaster strikes, whether it's a hurricane, earthquake, power outage, or supply chain disruption, those shelves don't gradually empty over 3 days. They empty in hours. We've seen this happen repeatedly. During Hurricane Katrina, stores were cleared out within the first day. The same thing happened during the Texas freeze in 2021, and again, during the early days of the pandemic. Think about it logically. Your town probably has thousands of families, but your grocery store was only designed to feed those families under normal circumstances, when trucks arrive daily with fresh supplies. The moment those trucks stop coming, you're not competing with your normal shopping routine anymore. You're competing with every single family in your area, all trying to buy food at the exact same time. This is why emergency preparedness isn't just for survivalists living in bunkers. It's for anyone who wants to ensure their family can eat when the normal systems fail. And here's the hard truth. Those systems fail more often than you think. For decades, emergency relief organizations told people to keep a minimum 3-day food supply. But real-world disasters have proven this advice dangerously inadequate. It often takes much longer than 3 days for aid to reach affected populations, especially if you're not in a major metropolitan area. Hurricane Katrina victims waited over a week for meaningful assistance. Puerto Rico residents went weeks without consistent food distribution after Hurricane Maria. Even in less dramatic situations, like ice storms or widespread power outages, it can take a week or more for supply chains to normalize and stores to restock. This is why many agencies now recommend preparing for at least 14 days without outside assistance. And when you do this, you're not just protecting your family, you're actually helping your entire community. Every family that can feed itself for 2 weeks is one less family competing for limited emergency resources, which means more help available for those who truly couldn't prepare. But here's the key. Not all foods are created equal for emergency situations. Your emergency pantry needs to meet 5 critical criteria that most people never consider. First, your foods need to be easy to cook, requiring minimal preparation time and energy. During an emergency, you might have limited access to electricity or gas, so complicated recipes are out of the question. Second, they must be easy to store with long shelf lives and no refrigeration requirements. If the power goes out, anything in your freezer becomes a liability, not an asset. Third, they should be easy to rotate into your regular diet. The biggest mistake people make is buying foods they never eat normally, then letting them expire in storage. Your emergency food should be stuff you actually use. Fourth, these foods should require minimal energy to prepare. You might be cooking on a portable stove with limited fuel, or even eating some items cold. And fifth, they need to be nutritionally balanced. You're not just trying to survive for 2 weeks. You're trying to maintain your health and energy while potentially dealing with stressful situations. Now let me give you the complete 14-day emergency food list that meets all these criteria. This isn't theoretical. This is based on real-world testing and decades of preparedness experience. Start with 20 pounds of white rice. Rice is your energy powerhouse, packed with the carbohydrates your body needs to function. White rice stores much longer than brown rice, which contains oils that can go rancid. Some people worry about the nutritional difference, but in a survival situation, calories and shelf life matter more than perfect nutrition. Next, you need 20 pounds of dried beans, or if you prefer convenience, a full case of canned beans. Black beans, pinto beans, kidney beans, whatever your family likes. Here's why this matters. Beans are high in protein, and when you combine beans with rice, you create what's called a complete protein. This combination provides all the essential amino acids your body needs. It's the same combination that has sustained civilizations for thousands of years. For additional protein and variety, stock up on 20 cans of meat. This could be chicken, tuna, salmon, or even Spam, whatever your family will actually eat. Canned meat provides essential nutrients and adds variety to what could otherwise become a monotonous diet. Don't forget nutrition and morale. Get 20 cans of fruit and 20 cans of vegetables. These provide essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber. More importantly, they add color, flavor, and psychological comfort to your meals. Choose varieties your family enjoys because familiar flavors matter during stressful times. Here's a game changer that most people overlook. 20 cans of soup. Soup is incredible for emergency situations because it requires absolutely no preparation. You can eat it cold straight from the can if necessary, though it's obviously better heated. It's comforting, familiar, and often contains a good mix of vegetables, protein, and carbohydrates in one convenient package. Powdered milk is essential for multiple reasons. It's great for drinking, cooking, adding to coffee, or pouring over cereal. It provides protein and calcium, and it's psychologically comforting, especially for children who are used to having milk available. Speaking of comfort foods, stock up on cereal and oatmeal. 5 pounds of oatmeal goes a long way, and it's incredibly nutritious and filling. You can customize it with fruit, honey, or peanut butter. Cereal provides an easy, familiar breakfast option, especially when paired with that powdered milk. Peanut butter deserves special mention. It's high in both protein and fat, making it incredibly filling and satisfying. It has a long shelf life, requires no preparation, and can be eaten by itself or used to enhance other foods. It's also a major morale booster, especially for kids. Here's something that might surprise you. Pancake mix. 10 pounds of pancake mix might seem frivolous, but it serves multiple purposes. It's simple to prepare, requiring only water. It's filling and comforting. And psychologically, being able to make pancakes for your family during a difficult time can be incredibly important for maintaining normalcy and morale. Don't underestimate the power of sweeteners. Honey, jam, and syrup aren't luxuries. They're necessities for both physical and mental health. Honey, in particular, has an indefinite shelf life and provides quick energy. These sweeteners make other foods more palatable and provide psychological comfort. For variety, include 10 to 20 pounds of pasta and 10 jars of spaghetti sauce. Pasta is filling and familiar, though keep in mind it requires water and energy to cook, but it's worth it for the variety and comfort it provides. Basic seasonings are crucial. Salt isn't just for flavor, it's a necessary mineral for bodily function. Cooking oil, whether olive oil or another type, is vital for meal preparation and provides essential fats. Don't forget coffee or tea. These aren't luxuries during stressful times, they're psychological necessities that can make everything more bearable. Spices and condiments might seem minor, but they're game changers. Salsa, hot sauce, oregano, pepper, and other seasonings transform bland emergency food into something you actually want to eat. The psychological impact of flavorful food cannot be overstated. Include nuts for high-calorie, nutrient-dense snacks that require zero preparation. They provide protein, healthy fats, and quick energy. For families with children, packaged meals like macaroni and cheese are invaluable. Kids need familiar, comforting foods during stressful times, and these meals are usually easy to prepare and universally accepted by children. Flour might seem basic, but it's incredibly versatile. You can make simple flatbreads with just flour, salt, and water. You can use it for baking or thickening soups and stews. And here's the item that gets forgotten most often, despite being absolutely critical: a manual can opener. All those canned goods are useless without a way to open them. Get a good quality manual can opener and consider keeping a backup. But food is only part of the equation. You also need to think about water storage. The general rule is 1 gallon of water per person per day, and that's for drinking, cooking, and basic sanitation. For a family of 4, that means 56 gallons for 2 weeks. This might seem like a lot, but water is even more critical than food for survival. There are many resources and videos available specifically about water storage systems, but the key is having multiple sources: stored water, filtration systems, and purification methods. Now let's talk about building your pantry strategically. The biggest mistake people make is trying to buy everything at once, which gets expensive and overwhelming. Instead, start by taking inventory of what you already have. You might be surprised. Many families already have a significant portion of these items in their kitchen. Make a list of what you need based on your family size and current inventory. Then shop strategically. Stores like Costco, Sam's Club, or other warehouse stores offer significant savings when buying in bulk. Focus on items with the longest expiration dates and don't be afraid to buy store brands. In an emergency, brand loyalty becomes irrelevant. Here's a crucial concept that separates successful preparedness from wasted money. Store what you eat, and eat what you store. Your emergency pantry shouldn't be a separate entity from your regular food storage. These should be foods you rotate into your weekly meals, constantly using the oldest items and replacing them with fresh stock. This approach, called FIFO, first in, first out, ensures your emergency supplies stay fresh and prevents waste. More importantly, it means your family is already familiar with these foods, so there's no adjustment period during an actual emergency. For storage, you want a cool, dark, dry place. A closet or pantry works perfectly. Use shelves, bins, or containers to keep everything organized and easily accessible. Label everything with purchase or expiration dates, using a permanent marker. Check your pantry every few months, rotating items as needed. Set phone reminders if necessary. This isn't something you want to forget about until you need it. Consider special dietary needs in your family. If someone has allergies, medical conditions, or specific dietary requirements, your emergency pantry needs to accommodate these. Gluten-free, vegetarian, diabetic-friendly, whatever your family needs, plan for it now, not during an emergency. Don't forget about pets. They need food and water too, and pet food should be part of your emergency planning. Water storage goes beyond just having it available. You need at least 1 gallon per person per day, but consider additional needs like cleaning, cooking, and potential medical uses. Store water in food-grade containers, rotated every 6 months, and have backup purification methods, like water filters or purification tablets. During an emergency, you might lose access to electricity or gas for cooking. Plan for alternative cooking methods now. Portable propane or butane stoves are compact and efficient. Charcoal grills work for outdoor cooking, though never use them indoors due to carbon monoxide danger. Solar ovens can harness the sun's energy for cooking, but don't overlook no-cook options. Many of the foods on our list can be eaten without heating. Canned soups, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and peanut butter provide complete nutrition without any cooking required. A 2-week supply puts you ahead of 95% of the population, but once you've established this foundation, consider gradually expanding to a 1-month or even longer supply. This doesn't have to happen overnight, just add a few extra items each time you shop. Calculate your needs based on your household size and caloric requirements. The list I've provided works for most families, but larger families or those with higher caloric needs might need to scale up proportionally. Space constraints are a common concern. Get creative. Use underbed storage, closets, or even decorative bins in living areas. Prioritize compact, high-calorie foods if space is limited. Keep track of expiration dates by writing them clearly on each item and setting regular reminders to check your pantry. This system only works if you maintain it. Here's something most people don't consider: the psychological benefits of being prepared. Having a well-stocked emergency pantry provides incredible peace of mind. It reduces anxiety during uncertain times and allows you to focus on other critical needs during a crisis. Knowing you can feed your family for at least 2 weeks is a powerful form of security that extends far beyond just having food available. Remember, emergency preparedness is a journey, not a destination. You don't need to build your entire pantry overnight. Start with the basics, add a little each week, and soon you'll have a robust supply that can weather most storms, both literal and figurative. If this video helped you understand the importance of emergency food storage and gave you a clear action plan, hit that like button and subscribe to Financial Area for more critical strategies to protect and secure your family's future. And remember, the best time to prepare was yesterday. The second best time is right now.